Good morning. I'm now going to call the Wednesday, December 31st, 2025 meeting of the Norfolk County Commissioners to order. Welcome all. We're on Zoom today. I'm going to read the executive order for remote participation. On March 28th, 2025, Governor Healy signed into law House Bill 62, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, which includes a 2-year extension of the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. This is Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Sections 18 through 26. That action was effective immediately, extending the current option for remote meetings through June 30th, 2027. Welcome all. All votes today will be roll call votes. I'm going to ask you to stand and join me in saluting the flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the
United States of America
and to the
to the
republic
republic
which
which
stands
stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Order is done. Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady.
I am here, sir, remotely.
Commissioner Collins.
Present, and you have my permission to use my stamp for any votes we take today.
And Chairman Shea is present. We have a full quorum. Thank you.
Yes, my permission is given to stamp anything you need as well.
And the chair likewise. Number 3 is executive session. We are going to have a very brief executive session this morning. If someone would make the motion, we'll get right to it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a motion. We go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation. If an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares.
I'll second the motion as presented.
Motion made and seconded to go into executive session. We will be returning to the regular agenda items at the end of the executive session. So please stay with us. Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady.
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. We're in executive session. Bill, would you take the necessary steps to put us?
Sure.
Thank you. We're back on regular agenda on our December 31st, 2025 meeting of the Norfolk County Commissioners. Item number 4, Commissioners' minutes.
I'll move approval of the minutes as presented. And that was for the meeting of December 10th.
Second.
Motion made and seconded on the minutes of December 10th. Call the roll. Commissioner Stady.
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
And the chairman votes yes. The minutes are accepted. One more, December 17th.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move with your approval of the minutes of December 17th as presented.
Second.
Motion made on the December 17th minutes to accept them. Commissioner Stady.
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Shea votes yes. The minutes are accepted. Thank you. Moving right along, we have no appointments today. Number 6, public comment. Each week at our meetings, we allow for public comment, whether in person or over the Zoom. Now is the time if there's anyone that has public comment. Anyone at all? Director Cronin, are you aware of anyone that has public comment?
Not this week, sir.
Not this week. Last call for public comment of the year. This will be the last call of the year for public comment. Okay, moving right along. We're going to go to number 7, old business. I have no old business, so we'll take care of that. Number 8, personnel matters for consideration. We have a number.
Mr. Chairman, if with the board's permission, I'd be happy to move these, but I was going to break them into groups. I thought
Yes.
we'd deal with the retirement, the resignations, on the dated 12/19 and then the rest, if that's okay. So I'm going to
Sure.
take the
Great.
first one. One, retirement. I move approval of the notice of retirement of Gary Muse as building maintenance supervisor, effective date 12/12/25. These are all at the Norfolk County Agricultural High School. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Commissioner Stady,
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
and Chairman Shea votes yes. Next item, please.
All right, Mr. Chairman, again, through you, I'm going to move the following group as a motion together collectively. They're all notice of resignation. Some are a student summer camp and some are substitute workers, but they're all at the Aggie School and the effective date is all 12/19/25. The following individuals have resigned: Isabel Rose Fitzpatrick, Colin T. Gorman, Michaela Giacomo, forgive me, Ava Hammond, John Hanranen, Seth Lee Palestine, Ella Henrikon, Elena Cobb. Let me see if that's all of them. I'll leave anybody out? That's it. I move that we have moved approval of the resignation as either student labor or substitute instructor at the rate stated date 12/19/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
and Chairman Shea votes yes. Thank you. Next
The
group.
last group at the Aggie School, I move approval of the motion for resignation for Justine Grassi, Peyton Marie Hotangley, Mason Kelly, Robert King III, and Samantha Kraus. These are as, again, substitute instructor or student labor at the rate stated as presented to us, the effective date 12/22/25. And I may have left out, I'm sorry, I have to amend that motion, also including Emily Marset, Tessa Masnick, John McGrath, Joshua Morissette, Isabella Musiak, Thomas Myers, Melissa No. That is the concluders list.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
Vote yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Chairman Shea votes yes. Thank you very much. I know this is a little bookkeeping, but we're catching up here. So at the end of the year.
Yep.
That's good. Next,
This-
we try to mention milestones of service for all our employees if we're brought to our attention. And we want to mention today and salute him, Ray O'Day of the Maintenance Department, for his 30 years of service. He's just celebrated his 30 years of service. So best wishes to Ray and congratulations. Number 9, payroll and expense warrants. Commissioner Stady.
I don't have that information.
Okay.
If Billy
we got
wants
it.
to put it on the screen, I didn't get that.
Maybe
It
John
might-
could read it and we could just make a motion.
I have it
Okay,
here.
sure. Okay,
So Commissioner Stady, through you, I'll announce the first payroll for the county is $143,971.82.
all right, I would move that amount as presented by the director for approval.
Second.
Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
Yes.
Peter Collins,
Yes.
and Chairman Shea votes yes on the first one. Next one, please.
The second is warrant item 26-25. I should amend. The first one was warrant number 26-26. This one is warrant item 26.25, totaling $146,494.81.
And what's that for?
Payroll.
Okay, no, I didn't know. Is that school?
Nope, that's the next one.
Okay, so,
County
all
payroll.
right, so I'll move. Okay, that's right. Okay, we have two, that's right. I move approval of the county payroll as presented by the director for approval.
Second.
Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
and Chairman Shea votes yes. Thank you.
The next one is school payroll item 26-25, parentheses 13, totaling $397,315.
I can move approval as presented for the school payroll.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Chairman Shea votes yes. Thank you.
The next item is expenses of the county, 12/5/26, totaling $420,885.97.
All right. I move that approved as presented.
Second.
Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Chairman Shea votes yes. That concludes the payroll and expense warrants for today.
We have one more, Commissioner.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It is item 26-06A, expenses of the school, totaling $169,873.88.
All right. I move that as presented for approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Roll call vote. Commissioner Stady,
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Chairman Shea votes yes. Thank you. This completes the payroll and expense warrants for 2026-25. Thank you very much. Number 10, report from the procurement department on bid openings and contract awards. I don't believe we have any today.
None this week, sir.
Okay, next year. Number 11, report of the county director.
Thank you, Commissioner Shea. Good morning, Commissioners. Forgive me, I have a rather lengthy list of items I wanted to address with you today, all around the time frame of the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026. I'd like to take this opportunity to reflect back on a very successful 2025, but looking forward to calendar year 2026, I thought I'd give you a brief understanding of what's ahead. The month of January will be quite busy. Next week, you will have several items on your agenda, including the proposed FY27 budget guidelines memo, which will be advanced through you and then to the departments to set up the timeline and guidelines for the preparation for that important document. You will also be meeting with Clifton Larson Allen. They will be coming in to talk about 1 year to go with the ARPA grant. As the commissioners may know, you fully allocated all funds for that program a year ago, but the program had a 2-year span where those funds needed to be expended. We are now 1 year out from the end of that time period, and I think it's a reflective time to look at how the grant is functioning through the monitoring lens, how the funds that were provided as advances to communities are being expended and where we stand overall. So it's going to be a good moment in time to kind of look at the grant that you oversaw for the last 3 to 4 years and how it's looking to close in the next 12 months. We also wanted to announce today is the end of the RSVP holiday drive. The RSVP director, Lucille Cassis, could not be here today. She's taking a vacation day, but I wanted to take this moment to shower her with praise. She took over earlier this year, and one of the very important items she decided to overhaul was the support for veterans. As the commissioners may know in the past, that support entailed a holiday drive for goods that were eventually moved down to the Cape and dispersed through that outlet. Lucille decided to focus within the county, and as Bill was kind enough to pull up this flyer, it's been well posted around the county since Thanksgiving. This particular drive is different as it does collect items as shown: toothbrushes, sweatshirts, sweatsuits, socks, undergarments, soap, body wash, shampoo, shaving cream, personal items, reading glasses, and so forth. These are all items that are held at the various veterans hospitals and distributed to veterans upon need and release from the hospital. I want to express not only my personal thanks to Lucille for running such a great program, but to let the commissioners know this has been a resounding success. She's had over 7 locations with bins collecting this material for the last 6 weeks. And those bins have been filled multiple times throughout the county. Those locations include the Dedham Public Library, the Dedham Council on Aging, the Dedham VFW, the Canton Town Hall, the Sharon Senior Center, the Norfolk Senior Center, and finally the Medfield Council on Aging. On Monday, Lucille and I and Assistant Director Bill Buckley will go out and retrieve all that is still out in the field and bring it back here. Our spare conference room is at capacity with donated materials from this drive, so we're going to be adding to that. The amount of material that will then be sent over to the VA is quite impressive. It's simply fantastic, and I want to let the commissioners know that I think this program is reflective not only of the generosity of the people within the county, but obviously the great work of our RSVP program. And I understand Commissioner Stady will be joining Lucille when she schedules the drop off of this material late next week. So great program, very well done, county focused, overwhelmingly successful. And hats off to Lucille for pulling that off. I want to let the commissioners know that over the last week or so, the Quincy District Court has had substantial sewer issues. Our acting interim facility director, Chick Cushing, and his team, including our plumber, Jim Wilder, have done yeoman work to make that operation safe. They had to close a couple of different offices while the sewer issue was addressed. The building is showing signs of wear and tear, as we know, where our goal is to get that building to the end of the line sometime in September of 2026. Chick's done a good job of not trying to overspend, but try to keep the space open, safe, and clean, and obviously keep the justices and other stakeholders within the court informed. He's done a great job. Just a quick update on the year ahead. As I mentioned, January will launch the FY27 budget process. You will hear from CLA next week. At the end of the month, around January 28th, you're going to have a presentation by your Chief Information Officer, Sam Evans. Sam and I have met many times over the last several months as he begins to build up projects that are going to have county-wide impact. The most notable is the application of the Employee Assistance Portal. This piece of technology is used through the Tyler system for the benefit of all employees. We've piloted it. It's done very well. And it's now time to possibly begin laying the groundwork for the application of the time and attendance process, which will be an electronic timesheet system that Sam is working also to move forward. In addition, he'll have several other items that he'll present to you later this month, later in January, for your benefit. In February, as we turn the clock to the next month, the commissioners are planning a meeting, a Norfolk County regular scheduled meeting at the disaster recovery space at the Norfolk County Aggie School. That space has been completed, as you know, and Commissioner Shea wishes to have an offsite meeting to test its viability and its use, and we'll schedule that sometime in the middle of February. We'll be posting for a new facility manager. Our outgoing facility manager gets paid out sometime around the beginning of February. So we're going to post for this position in the middle of January and start interviewing in February for the backfill of that important job. We'll also begin the commissioner's office renovations that I think I mentioned in a prior meeting, commissioners. The second floor here will undergo painting, plastering, carpeting, cubicle work, and other minor improvements to improve the appearance of this space. We will also be putting out to bid the Dedham District Court parking lot, as well as the Rentham, Brookline, Stoughton building management system studies. That will all happen in February, along with the Registry of Deeds fire alarm panel replacement. So those are those capital items that we approved back in the fall. In March, April, and May, as we move into the spring, we're going to begin the parking lot work across the street. We'll begin repointing the Rentham, Dedham, Superior Court, and Registry of Deeds steps. We'll be installing a mini split system in Superior Court. We'll begin also replacing the Blue House stairs, all capital projects that were previously approved. And Carl has already been in touch with our procurement officer. He's going to be looking to put out to bid not put out to bid, but select the candidate for the irrigation study for the Wollaston Recreational Facility. This summer, we're going to prep for the closure and separation of the county from Quincy District Court. As the commissioners may recall, the state anticipates leaving and closing that site in early September, around Labor Day, this coming Labor Day. That will result in some staff movements, individuals that are stationed there. They'll have to be reassigned through collective bargaining rights to other locations in the county. So there'll be some obviously some personnel impact with that building, but we will have to separate from that role sometime in September if all things go according to plan. By that time, we're also looking at modeling and piloting the time and attendance system that Sam will be giving you more information on later in January, and also looking for some kind of direction as we begin fiscal year 27 on the RSVP program. The commissioners may know that we're awaiting some direction, some signal from the federal government on whether or not they'll reauthorize the RSVP program. We are getting null responses right now from Washington on whether or not that will happen, but we expect to know and understand that sometime this spring, early summer. But until then, the role will be held by, of course, Lucille and a temp that was recently funded to keep the program going. As we move into later part of 2026, we're going to obviously have another look at ARPA. Throughout the calendar year of 26, and after you hear from Clifton Larson, Alan next week, optimizing the remaining funds is job one. The commissioners have always made it clear that they don't wish to turn any money back, but they also want every community to use every penny effectively. So by the time October, November, December roll around in 2026, you will be looking to make sure that that ARPA program closes appropriately exactly a year from today, 12/31/26. So the year ahead looks quite busy. This, of course, excludes things that come up and that we have to deal with from time to time. But we're excited. You have a very strong team that's ready to carry out your technology, your facility, your program, and obviously administrative needs. So, commissioners, looking back, it's been a successful 2025. We're looking forward to an exciting 2026. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, John. Any questions of the county director, commissioners? Comments?
Yeah, I got a few.
Richard?
Okay, so
Commissioner
first,
Stady.
yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. John, great report. I have a couple of questions and comments. I think Lucille deserves a lot of credit for what she's done with RSVP, and I happened to go down to the Canton Town Hall, and I was so pleased to see the bin, like so many others, overflowing with the material. So I'd love to get a picture of it. I'm obviously not in a position to do that, but I want to get something like that to give her credit and to make sure that people know we appreciate what they did. So if somebody does pick it up Monday and I'm not able to get down there, even a quick photo would be good for us to, again, put it on our website. You know, it's about making sure people know how generous they are and also how appreciative we are. Secondly, I actually had a social engagement, we'll leave it like that, where I ran into one of the members of our federal delegation, and he said he had no idea of the concern about RSVP, and he would appreciate a letter. So I will talk to Billy later and see if we can get a letter from us to him as soon as possible, because he wasn't aware of the cutbacks. So we're talking about cutting a program, and this congressman didn't know about it. So I think we need to get a letter sent out to our Norfolk congressional delegation, all the congressmen. That includes McGovern, Auchincloss, because he has part of Norfolk County, as well as Lynch, and maybe anybody else, and let them know we're looking for their help before we pull the plug. Third, you mentioned some of the things you mentioned, some of the things you did not. Are we going to talk about the audit, or is that something we're going to be doing next week?
Likely in the next couple of weeks, Commissioner.
Okay, not really too pleased with that information we got. I really got some questions, but I'll save it for when we come back in person. That just seemed very distressing to me that we're still kind of delaying that report. And then the other thing that you mentioned, and I think we had talked about, the electric charging thing. It seems like we're making some progress, but maybe not enough. Hopefully in 26, I would hope you put that as your plenty of goal, that during 2026, we will have, in fact, charging stations in place at the county buildings. I'd like to make that maybe a personal goal, but obviously a board goal, and we get that done as well. Add that to your list, respectfully say, as well. Okay? Otherwise, ready to go. Looks like a great year ahead.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Shea, through you, if I may respond to one of the items Commissioner Stady brought up. Commissioner Stady, I forwarded you an email from Nick Villari yesterday. He has an update from his interactions with the state. He claims that per Mass EVIP guidance, they will be re-reviewing all the materials that were sent in on our application the first full week in January.
Great.
They had several questions which he is going to address, and he plans on submitting an answer today before the end of the end of calendar year 26.
No, I read that, John. I
Overall-
read that. I appreciate that. I'm saying you didn't mention it as far as your goal for next year. I would like to include electric charging stations as our goal to get them in place as well and make sure we're staying on top of that. But that's great. Great job. I appreciate that work.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for Director Cronin? Last shot for 2025. Okay, thank you, John. Next item. Number 12, emergency items, topics that the chair did not reasonably anticipate would be discussed. I have none other than a thank you to all, a congratulations to all, and hopeful a very productive new year. I'm talking about all of our employees who do such a great job, and they made 2025 a very successful year. It was a very busy year, particularly in the Superior Court and the courts everywhere. And shout out to everyone for a great job. I look forward to 2026 with the items John mentioned. And of course, there's the everyday items. Needless to say, we'll start with the structuring of the 2027 fiscal year budget. So happy new year to everyone. And I'm going to ask the commission if they have any comment, and then look for a motion to adjourn and another year. And it was a banner year, but we can do more next year.
Well said. Happy New Year, everybody. Great job. I'll move you this adjourn at the time is 11:38.
Second.
Motion made and seconded on adjournment. Commissioner Stady,
I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
and Commissioner Shea votes yes. This meeting is adjourned, and happy and safe new year to everyone.
Quick question, Commissioner Stady, can we use your stamp to endorse the items you voted upon today, please?
Yes, I mentioned that. I did say it. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All set.
All right.
Have a great weekend and good new year. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.